Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gamebreakers. I have my crew here. We got Mario and Will, and we got Thomas and Allison, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition. We are in the Tomb of Annihilation module. The team has found themselves in the city of Omu and are exploring what was pointed out to them as the Temple. Nine Gods. Tomb of the Nine Gods. Sorry. With that, to see what had happened then, go back and check out our earlier episodes. But for now, we're going to go ahead and catch up with our party right here in the Broughton Halls. So the team had found themselves in this room and had started using the batons to pry this thing open and to pop it open. So the door and the pit trap seem wedged, but no one has entered or continued into the room. And with that, I will prompt I think it was Allison with Roken leading away.
Yeah. You said we still hadn't gotten this door open, right?
So the first door here, where right,
Mm-hmm.
you are kind of spread out a little bit. So this door you had opened that used the cubes.
Yes.
And the room in here had been revealed. There is a door and a lever, and I kind of gave that description there before. You notice that this was a pit trap, so from where you're at, you were able to wedge a number of batons into this to disable the trap,
Yeah.
successfully implementing your thieves. So we're here. The door is open. No one's entered the room yet.
Then I will, I guess, cross the room to check out the lever.
So as you enter the room, and the floor has just the tiniest bit of give, but you trust your placement to save mechanism. You continue across. Ahead, you see this slab with the lever set into the door surface and this stone skull bearing up. Now, trusting your way to it, you continue forward, and once you reach the middle of the room, there's a sound and a change. The skull above the door mouth opens wide, and out comes a hand holding a sand timer, which then fiddles the other way in its hand. You see the sand begin trickling down. 10.
Is that
9.
Roken? Can you tell what that's
about
attached
9 seconds. About 9
So,
seconds. Not going to run without you here, but it's definitely what are you doing at this very moment? You think that this trap below you, you trust that the pit trap is disabled, but something else is happening here.
I will do a search, or
Okay.
what is that now?
I'll give you
Investigate.
I don't think we have the time for investigate. It's pretty rough, but we're going to hit a wisdom perception.
Perception. Okay.
And I'll give the other crew here that's gathered around a chance to notice.
23 for perception.
Okay.
Dang, Chippy. You're...
So with that perception, you and compatriots are able to spot that that both this slab, is I guess it would be the kind of door that would lower down, and you see that the lever it's in the door seems to be on like an inset, like it could retract. There is sound and motion, kind of like the sound of sand, like within the slab, maybe some kind of mechanics inside. So you suspect that this lever and the door may change very quickly. So I give you everyone gets a round of spots. If anyone else has an action to throw down, we will not do it in order, but that costs the first 3 seconds to get those spots.
Yeah.
Chippy, you got anything to throw in? Alex, maybe actions. I don't have a token down for Ole. If you want to grab it by your name, drag it on. Ooh.
I'll try and use my thieves tools next.
Okay. We're up in this area here.
Can Chippy just do like an intelligence check to see if he can think of some great idea?
It's definitely some kind of trap. So dealing with a trap seems to be the way to go. It's you spotted the thing. Yeah, I don't really have something to offer, maybe, but I'll come back to that idea. Broken, we can make your disable here. And we give you the DC 20 to disable here.
Got a 16 there, so didn't make 20.
All right, so looking around, you see that like the hand is on a mechanism, but it seems to be part of the display, not the controls. Something with the door, the lever. That be 2 out of your 3, but I'll lean in on the other party to throw something down. Wayne, you definitely hear something going on inside. Chippy, do you have a second action to contribute? And perhaps Ole, you got 1 or 2.
I'm gonna ready an attack in case it's a summon.
Okay.
But otherwise, like if it's something mechanical, I have nothing to offer.
Ole?
Just trying to mull it over here. Heard something about a summon. I mean, is this a portal? Is this an opening that we're looking at next? Or
You're looking at this gray stone slab and it has a lever set into it, and then above the door something popped a timer out and started counting down. And it looks no clue. Like, this doesn't make sense. The hell's
Barbarian in me just wants to smash the timer now.
Smash timer, smash door, smash something.
Yeah.
Rip the timer down.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's poke at the timer. Let's see what happens there.
Okay. I'll give you what would that be? I mean, it would be like a strength. What kind of ability check is going to apply? Maybe an athletics or something to try to like yank it down.
Okay.
Give you a DC 20 athletics. So flying into it, you find that it is not does not give underneath your lines. It seems made out of sturdy stuff.
Okay.
And that'll be your first of three. We are asking people considering their second, right? As Rogan just took their second. So you could do the same thing or try to apply something different. Chippy, you're trying to think of ideas. I'll give you what would that be? Sorry. Maybe some history or some yeah, it doesn't seem magical, so maybe a history check to see if there's some kind of mechanism or understanding you can apply here. I'll give that a DC 20. Without reason for advantage, let's get that one 2 seconds. Is ready for its here. You can have your third. If you want to take your third, I'll let Ole take a second here for you.
He said it again.
I'm gonna have Ole take the second action and then go to Brooke instead.
I mean, there's some for attack, so I may as well ready. I may as well just enter rage.
Okay. All right, as Locker runs in and tries to, aid if you want to make the full advantage.
Yeah, definitely.
For Ole to tear this timer out of the mouth.
All right. Well, I will roll with advantage. 22 is the highest I got.
All right, so with 22, you are able to understand part of the mechanism and you're able to like pin it in place. And you have the lever and the piece behind it pinned. The timer runs and there's like a lurching as the door starts to sink into place and the lever starts to retract. And that's when that jam piton stuck in place, stops the mechanism. And you think you have kind of control of the mechanism. There's a groaning sound as some great weight is being held up against its will. It wants to be doing some work right now. And we have the door pinned in place.
Yes.
So it has sunk open slightly. And, there's an opening beyond. It also looks like now that you've, taken control of the mechanism, it might be possible to try to manually open or close this door further. Whatever was going to happen is no longer all happening. But you could manually move this door open or close.
Sweet. Definitely open it.
All right. So it does take a little bit of heaving, but with Azaka and Ole there, light work of pulling the door down into place. You kind of see the lever partway retraction of the door as it comes down, but you have it wedged in place, so it's kind of sitting on the floor. Can't quite go all the way in. Door is mostly open. You can step over it. Right, it's about 3 of the door is still across the bottom and wedged. That seems to be the bottom of where it's as far down as it's going to go while it's in this locked. But you can see further into the corridor, and it's clear that there's a lot of moss. You know, looking down this way, you see the greenery. And I'm also going to give Olay and Broken spot checks. Now, the rest of you can feel free to move yourselves along here down this hallway. I'm going to have, Broken away.
Wayne has not even walked in out of the sun yet.
Right.
Also making sure nothing comes from.
Spot check comes from what now? Forget that one.
Perception.
Perception. Sorry.
Spot check
okay.
is the 3.5 way to say it.
The old
Yeah,
skill.
yeah.
Yeah, spot and listen.
But I got a
Wisdom, perception
23.
ability. Nice. So, looking down the moss-covered corridor, you see that there are some tree roots that hang from the ceiling, and the air has the smell of damp and rot. And at the end of the hall, you see kind of a face shape carving in the far wall. And it's a T intersection here.
Okay.
Now there is light that's coming in here, so it's not perfectly dark. You know, it seems that there is some sort of light source inside. And as you go forward, you see that there is a trapped pressure plate right here. You step on that, that's some sort of there. And as you look down, you see there are a few more of those plates that are just slightly different tiles around. So those are plates to activate some kind of trap. If you step on it, it'll turn on.
Okay. So this hallway is definitely trapped with pressure plates, folks. Is it enough that we can like walk around them if I point them out? I'm trying to look at a way I could. I guess I could just make sure there's a path of moss on the way to not die or trigger the trap.
I've got
Mm-hmm.
chalk.
What?
Wayne pipes up. I've got chalk.
Okay.
How much
So yeah, I
pressure does it
will
take?
I will draw like a path.
Okay. And as you come in and draw the path on these safe lines, when you get to about here is when that perception check you made also points out there seems to be little tubes here. And it lines up with the pressure plate.
Little tube.
Indeed. So looking at this mechanism, you see that there's something with that's the on button for whatever this is. It could probably be like arrows or darts or liquid or gas.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have an understanding of how to try to disable it as well based on having spotted it. You can certainly jam something under the plate so it wouldn't go down.
You want to try and disable
I mean,
these?
I don't know why we gotta disable it if we can just walk around it. Like,
We'll leave it for the next guys.
Hey, if we're running on the way out and we have to follow the path and then don't, and something else doesn't, it's not our fault.
I'm specifically concerned with Valindra.
With the what? You cut off at the end there.
With Valindra following.
Mm.
That is who specifically says I don't want to successfully follow the path that we. So any traps that we can leave for her and remember for us are a boon.
All right. Well, I will draw the path and not deal with the trap.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, as you continue your way down this hallway, safe from the traps because of your excellent perception check there,
Hey, Roken.
you see down the end of the corridor in the T intersection, the bas relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorns the wall. It's big. I'll go ahead and move at least Roken here into the hall. Whoever else is following along. Zoc is right there with you. I see the fox out here. It's probably by accident. Is that with you,
Yeah, it's with me.
Broken? So you have something interesting here in front of you as well as to your sides in this intersection. There's some kind of glass window to this way, and there is a smell, like air flow of dampness and rot that seems to come from down this direction here.
Hmm.
And you do see that this opens up to a large. Now, there before you, there's this devil face, and it seems to have some sort of darkness within it.
Hmm.
This is like the size of a door. Like, you could walk in there, or smaller.
Now, are we talking darkness, or are we talking like Wayne can't see through?
Well, Wayne is now inside. Okay. It is. We have magical door.
Okay. Yeah, that's
And so there does definitely kind of seem to be some sort of something that way, but it's both quiet and dark.
Hmm.
There seems to be running water over here, as Locke points out.
any more
There's a
traps in this
custard.
hallway, Roken?
Let's do another perception check for that. I haven't done it for this area.
And it sounded like Azaka had. Thought you were sorry.
My fox will help me here. Oh, I got a nat 20 on the first roll, but I'll roll it just cause.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
solid.
So 31. I've looked at this hallway the hardest than most I've ever looked at anything.
So you're checking out this thing here or this thing here? Sorry, which was it?
Just checking the hallway for traps generally.
Okay.
If you need me to roll for certain areas, let me know. But that was
Yeah.
the idea.
That's a good one. And yeah, we'll check out this whole hallway here. So I told you about the this devil's face.
Mm-hmm.
There's also this rusted iron grate that's set into the floor, and you see some muddy water flowing underneath. In the step beyond, there's nothing that stands out as a dangerous pressure plate. Right, you don't spot a trap here. There is this window at the end of the hallway, 6 feet wide and 10 feet high. And there's some sort of room that's somewhat darker beyond the giant window here. And then there's this open space over here, and you don't find any traps that feel safe.
I have concerns about whatever's in that magical darkness. Anybody else?
It's creepy. It's quiet.
Which, to me, perfectly equates to what I know of deadly.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, want to stand back for just a second?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just gonna start shooting arrows into the darkness, and like my first guess is like something is hiding back. Like if there's some sort of puzzle or mechanism that I'm nicking with my arrows, I'll live with them. So I'm just gonna start firing and see if I hear anything yelp.
Okay. So some pew pew. Right?
Yeah, and just sort of in like a grid. Like you said, it's big enough for somebody to
Like
walk
a
through.
medium or it's like a 5x5. It's like a medium or smaller could crawl through there, without difficulty.
Oh, okay, like a 3x5. Okay, so yeah, just kind of spread in a grid. Gonna run my version of the electron slit my experiment, and just see what wave pattern super collapses. Way out on a metaphorical limb here.
Indeed.
I mean, I could also step in to the darkness with the dagger of blind fighting that I have. So if there's anything there,
It's up
at
to
least
you.
I can stab it.
What's the range
Yeah.
on that blind? Like that gives you blind sight?
Yeah.
Oh, badass. Where'd you get that?
We talked about that when I was coming in.
I gotta get with them. Hey, 5. What's the range on that blind sight?
Grants blind sight to a creature within 30 feet.
Shit.
Yeah, I did not. I didn't look this up. I did not know it was 30 feet.
Hey,
yeah,
hold
So
it.
I don't
What's
even know
in
if I have to step in there. I'll just hold it. Yeah.
Is
I'll
it
step
you?
into the darkness.
You're doing it.
Is it me that steps in? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's the 30 feet? He doesn't even like. He doesn't even have to like get in the danger zone.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that if I don't?
All right, that's fair. It's your body. You use it how you. They're your hit points, man.
God damn it! This is why I vote Democrat for my character.
I'm
Okay.
sure we're not going to need any of those hit points at the end of the dungeon.
So Ole crawls into the darkness.
Well, with the blind sight though, like he's good. Does
Does
he
an
get
18
perception
hit?
or
Does an 18 hit?
Yes,
Okay. So
just barely.
the from the darkness as you go in, shadowy claws reach out to strike. You are not surprised, and it loses the advantage against you, but it does still land a blow. So less surprised,
Mhm.
and with that, I'll
is
have you roll some initiative.
I'm sure it doesn't come like out of the darkness. We don't see it. Right?
He sees shadowy claws. No one else sees anything.
Right. With because he's got the blind.
Yeah, the blind sight. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, there's definitely something in here and it hurts.
So you took.
Not only my body, but apparently my brain.
Would this be a good time for
No.
slivery barbs?
Can you see it?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think you can see it.
Well, come on out. Let's see. Let's draw it out here.
Well, I did toss an initiative check there, so
Oh.
we can go ahead and have other people pipe in.
So I have advantage on initiative rolls. So
Self-select.
more time.
You to the order.
Yeah, definitely
You're
taking that
breaking up
22
a
I
lot
got.
there.
Sorry, I said I
Thomas.
didn't have myself selected. Can you add me to the turn order?
Ah,
Yeah, I only see one thing in the turn order.
okay. Just a second.
The one time I roll a natural 20, it's for fucking initiative.
Well, let's go ahead and Rogue can't play Chippy. Olay. Zonka.
Guns Picklish. There we go.
Okay. So I think Roken, you should be able to fill yours in.
Cool.
You're on 27, I think. And then Mario, I think you should be able to fill it in too, right?
Yeah. Oop,
Then you have to type in enter.
there we go.
Ah, My computer's not obeying me.
Sorry. Go. I got you.
There. Got it.
Chippy has 25. Okay. So there is the sound of, claws against armor and flesh. You are alerted to something by Ole's response, but quiet and dark in there. But clearly something's going on.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing goggles of night vision. Would
Nice.
that change things here?
Magical darkness. You check your item, but it's magical darkness. But Roken is up first.
In which direction did we hear noise?
Only the Ole's response to something happening.
Right, the face here that he's poking his head
Oh.
into.
But
Mhm.
there is not a sound that you heard because it is silent and dark in there.
Hmm. I guess I will ready a firebolt if something unfriendly emerges. And that's it.
And then we would move to Chippy as Roken sets a spell.
The item just says dark vision, and dark vision also doesn't specify natural or magic. I'm sure there's a errata somewhere that specifies, but I'm not going to try and look it up right
Dark vision doesn't do magic.
now. So as a bonus,
magical
he's going to
darkness.
start his.
Sorry, go ahead.
As a bonus round, he's going to start his blade song,
Okay.
and then he will use the Mizium apparatus to cast detect thoughts. So at least he can have some sense of where the critter is.
Okay. So detect thoughts. Go ahead and make your Mizium check. Your spell. I'll give you an answer there in a moment. Move to Ole, who this creature just attacked you, clawed you.
Oh yeah,
You have some blind sight sense of what it might be.
Okay. Question about that then, because I had rolled for the wild surge when I'd gone into rage earlier.
Yep.
And for a 1, I get each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you.
Right.
How does blind sight affect that?
So he's actually in an extra dimensional space.
Okay.
So he wouldn't be
Well,
within range before you crawled into the opening here.
Okay.
I mean, you still have that bonus temporary hit points. There just wasn't a creature, right? They didn't take damage, but you gained.
Right. Each creature of your choice. Right. I'd be able to use this as a bonus action right now. Is what I'm getting at. I just didn't know what constituted if I could see it
Oh,
because
okay.
the magical dark. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to infer right now.
Right. So blind sight, you have a sense of sight, so I think it's going to qualify. You can land your effects here with.
Okay, we'll go ahead and use that first then. Roll a d12. Let's see, each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet. So they have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage. And then I also gain temporary hit points based on that d12. I roll a fucking 1. Yeah, okay.
Well, at least he only got a 6 on his save.
I'm gonna stab this guy as good as I can.
That sting.
All right, so let's see here. Dagger of blind fighting. It's attack number 1. And then attack number 2. So did I hit on either the 18 or the 23?
Those both hit, yes. And land true.
All right. Yay. Let's go with this awesome damage of a dagger.
We'll let you see inside, so doing
Yeah.
great so far, right?
Yep. So plus, let's see, it already added the strength, and I'm in rage. So those are both 10.
Okay.
So 20 damage.
Pretty damn good with a dagger.
That's a bunch of stabbing right there, yeah.
I'm still in this. Like
Is this a +1 dagger or something, right? Or this is a magic dagger, yeah.
Correct.
Indeed.
Yeah. So it's already added my strength, but because of the rage, I get an extra 3. So
Awesome. So the attacks strike true, and its face contorts in pain.
right now, I'm just trying to figure out like how deep this darkness goes.
Mm-hmm.
About how. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to do that on the next one, but yeah. Okay. I'll just.
I think we wrap
I don't
around
have
to
any.
Wayne here. If you want more info about your space here, there's what's this? It's just a 10 by 10 room. It's
Okay.
10 by 10 that's connected to this map. We'll go to Wayne. Should be able to have your answer here, but it's Wayne's turn.
Cool. Hey, by the way, Shregan, I only just looked at the cameras. Your yours is pointed at your there we go. So first thing, the lunatic is cast Dispel Magic at the area of the darkness.
Okay. Go lunatic. Let's see. A successful DC 16. make that roll. Spell.
Yep. And that is, oh well, plus wisdom. That's not going to make that. Really?
Okay.
It's higher than overcast darkness spell.
I had to write a DC 16. Someone did it. All right. So, and then the lunatic takes its action. We have Wayne. So there is still magical darkness.
I am going to do what I intended to do. What I said I was doing. I'm taking shots. I'm going to blind fire in.
Okay.
I will make sharpshooter shots, and I ignore the cover bonus.
I think that's going to be at disadvantage. The blind firing in there. You know, there's something in there. Yeah.
You know, there's two things in there.
But here's the thing. Presumably, it can't me either, which would give me advantage to shoot it. Is that the case? Or am I still at disadvantage?
Based on you being right here, you would have disadvantage.
Okay. All right. So whatever's in there can see through its own hujum.
Mm-hmm.
That's also good to know.
Mm-hmm. Immune to its own bullshit.
So with disadvantage, bam. Then go through.
Oh yeah. Nope.
All right. Okay, we'll do it the old way. That's all right. Two pretty good rolls. So that with the with sharpshooter is gonna come down to 17.
That's it.
18. Okay.
That does it.
And
this is from your magical bow.
yeah, I'm also thinking I'm gonna pump a first level spell, a second level spell slot into it. Top level.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Me 39 damage with 38 of it. Well, with 8, 16. It doesn't matter if it's piercing or radiant. Do I have to do this math?
Mm, mm, mm. Vulnerability to radiant.
Vulnerable. Okay. So, does my damage bonus, is that just to the piercing? My dex and sharpshooter? If so,
Yes, just the piercing.
okay, so that means add another 14 to that. So Fuck it, make computer do the math. Computer 40, 50, 53? 53 damage. Piercing / radiant.
Your blindly fired arrow strikes true, and you hear a howl as the darkness and silence fade away. And
Oh,
the defeated shadow demon
Dang.
I mean, Wayne feels real good about that shot. I'd like, okay.
Pew! Nice. Nice and dramatic.
Wow, man, I don't know. I hit it. I did with Ole did it too. Now I'm wondering should I have put the spell slot in? No, but that's what did the radiant damage. Sure that.
Well, I was just trying to remember. Like, I'm like, don't I have something on this wild magic effect? You know, this wild search table that lets me shoot like from my chest like a Care Bear. I do. Supposed to be a D8, not a D4. I don't know why I thought it was a D4. Either way.
There you go.
Well, I mean, throwing down 20 damage with dagger.
Indeed.
I'm just like precious of my spell slots right now. So, I feel like that one was good. I feel good about that.
Well, anytime I get hit, I get to change my wild surge if I'd like to.
And
So.
is there anything else in there? Like, still my turn? Do I like? I was gonna fire again. Fuck it. I don't know. There might be two.
Well, with that, we break combat and have a tense moment once all quiet and nothing continues. The soft sounds of the muddy water, river slowly passing underneath the grate.
Chippy's spell takes effect, so he starts listening around for thoughts in the vicinity,
Indeed.
just sort of scanning.
Which wouldn't have helped with the demon because you couldn't see it, but you still do have this range.
No, it works as a way to find hidden creatures. You have to find them first before you can start to delve into their brain, but
Yeah, it's a creature you can see though. But yes. So the problem with
No.
the shadow was you could not see.
no. I put the text in the chat. It's it can be used to find hidden creatures that you can't see.
Oh, right. There's more than one use. I'm sorry. That is correct, isn't it?
Or I put the text here. I might have read it wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's part of it. Detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see.
There we go.
Anyway, so if you hear somebody else thinking at us, he'll know.
Right. Still, anything useful in there? Ole, you get your head in there now that it's not dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are our keys in there?
Yeah, is there anything I can sense or detect in here? I mean, that's kind of the reason I went in the first place.
No, it just seems to be like a small little cavity. It's a room. Seems to be like another space that's connected to the carving.
Yeah, I'm not getting much out of here, if anything. Except for wounds.
Actually, I'll hit you up with the point of warlock healing. You didn't take much, right? You get 3 back.
Don't. No. Ah, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, how much of that was psychic damage that I took? 9 psychic.
Let me take a glance. I have to scroll back. 9 psychic plus 23 psychic. So you took
Oh, okay.
32 psychic.
32 psychic. Okay. I have to take that. So. Yeah, 3. So, okay. Okay.
All right, so stepping out of initiative here, you have this T junction, a window on one side, the opening on the other. What are people doing here? You know, Roken had cleared the area looking for traps. And this corridor seems safe. You do still find yourself early in the day here. Right, it's somewhere around like 10 a.m.
You said that's just a window.
Indeed, there's some sort of large window there. Can't quite make out.
Is there light coming through it?
Just here. Yeah, there is some light dim in there. So it has some backlighting, but the light on this side is more, right? So it's kind of hard to see unless they get close to it.
Yeah. I'm intrigued enough to go look.
You want to give me a wisdom perception? Oleg?
Sure.
Go check out the window. Anyone else doing something here? So, walking down this hall, this corridor here, creepers and vines along the wall. At the end is this arched window to be made of some crystal, 6 feet wide and 10 feet high.
Okay.
There is, as you approach and take your action, there seems to be some sort of chamber beyond. At least 40 wide.
So
You see the
are we in an
vague
elevated position?
outlines.
Oh.
Yes, it does look like you are somewhat elevated above it.
Okay.
Like this is the based on how the window sets, like this floor is this floor, right? You have some elevation from looking how the window sits and how you're looking through it, but it doesn't seem to be like a second story or something like that.
Okay.
It's an adjacent.
And you said it's like of a crystalline composition or
Yeah, some kind of crystal.
Anybody else know what's going on over in there?
I'll come take a look.
All right.
Do I need to make a roll?
You had already made a roll to clear, this area, so I don't have any hidden information to give you. But
I mean,
as
like looking through the
description,
window.
right? Looking through the window, it is a darkened room. It's not well lit. You probably want to go in there, be closer, have a light source to see well.
Hey
But
Chippy,
you
didn't you
can-
say you had dark vision goggles? You want to take a look?
Yeah, dark vision goggles and also detect thoughts within 30 feet.
While you're doing that, I'd like to use my magical awareness.
Okay, so as you approach Chippy, there is some of those minds that come forward from that your divination spell.
And my dark vision reaches that far too, unless you have to be close to see through the window.
And it's only as you're pressed up to the window that it's like it seems to penetrate. You know, even to the side here, this rock is enough to prevent it. But the window gives you an opportunity. And there are two mines that you pick up this next round.
See anything in there?
So yeah, there are
Definitely some
thoughts.
critters in there.
Definitely critters. Now let me.
Chippy's going to move back, make room for others at the window if they want to come up.
Presence of thinking creatures. Once you detect the presence, you can read its thoughts. So I think you spend an action to shift your attention to it if you try to get more out of it.
So it looks like there's surface thoughts, and then there's probing deeper. The probing deeper means they get a save and are aware of your presence. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to tip them off, but just get a like real surface impression of what they're thinking about.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So hunger. There is a hunger for the living. The living spark. Mhm. This is a hunger not for like, meat and potatoes, but like life essence. The spark of life.
He will look directly at Wayne as he relays this information.
We'll go have a look.
Okay, so it is dark in there, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible to see. So now that
No, I
we have
prefer it.
some dark vision or other related, let's go ahead and now make a perception check. Anyone looking and knowing they're looking for something can now roll. It's going to be a disadvantage unless you have some sort of dark.
Well, I wanted to ask about the magical awareness. Let's see. Awareness to presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. So
Probably
looking into
not
that
through
room, that's
this
why I was
one.
asking.
Got it.
Okay. That's why I was asking if we were elevated. And you said a spot check.
Mm-hmm. Perceptions abound. You get one from Roken and Olay and Chippy. And we have So it does seem to be that there are two creatures spotted, one here and one here. And Mario and Chippy and Ole are able to see. And there is some sort of creature in there. What is it? Arcana or history?
It's hungering for your soul.
It's hungry for the spark of life.
Well, I'm screwed on either one, so.
I'm sure Wayne can identify that just by description.
Yay.
It is one of your favorite enemies. I think you get advantage. So
I get a yeah. I believe it's or no, it's a bonus.
okay. So Chippy,
You know,
yes. It's a white. It looks to be an animate dwarf. Something, it's a zombie. Something that used to be. And it does seem to be like these two are like in a crouched, hidden position, waiting with that kind of undead patience that only things that aren't alive have.
Chippy's gonna telepathically say, "All right, so just for fun, I mean, should I just start with an area effect spell and let that work on him for a while and see what happens, and or do we want to go in? I mean, are we itching for a fight? We could just watch through this window. Maybe have tea. Anyone got tea?
what do we know about what else is in there?
Chippy had made a perception test and had seen, while that is a darkened room,
It
does
tastes
seem
like
to
an
be,
undead.
but to you, with some better light and vision, you have some more vision out of it. And you get that it seems to be laid out as some kind of tomb. A stone sarcophagus is on a step dais in the middle of the floor. And on the wall behind the sarcophagus, over up in here, you can see that. There are two large statues. They look to be bears holding a big bronze disc. Seems to be embossed with a dozen glaring eyes.
They the bozos in there think like undead, and they kind of look like undead. I'm just saying maybe it's a duck.
And then, with your dark vision goggles and that perception that you made there, you see back in these insets seem to be thrones with seated whites. A long bow and a long sword in their lap. So you'd spotted these ones that were hidden, and in time spot that there are additional ones all the way around here. So you seem to get some sort of peek into what is beyond. Well, there's no apparent way to get there from here. Not that the
Well,
window has an opening.
yeah, I was gonna say not without breaking. While everyone's getting a better look there, Wayne is gonna pay some attention on this direction just to make sure nothing's coming up from behind.
Okay.
I don't feel good not having a lookout outside. Life's hard. Can I make a perception check this direction? Do I need to?
Down to the right. If
Yeah.
you once you move your token to here, I will give you a chance to check out this.
Where I see that. Are you on the token?
I might not be.
Ah, there. Okay. Yeah, I will
Yeah.
go stealthy.
Okay, go ahead and give me that stealth check, and then once you get to the end there, I'll give you a perception.
And of course, things are at a disadvantage. See, but I'm sure that won't be important. Clearly, just being paranoid. There's definitely not.
There's nothing there. Not like you need to be worried about creature. Who does that?
That's a 28 stealth.
Okay, so now that you're here, you've made a stealth, and you can now make a perception. Okay, so taking a look, you see below there is stairs, some sort of room that is below. Now, this grand chamber, as it calls it here, 50 feet across and plunging into darkness below. This stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. And the other balcony levels are visible below, corridors leading out directions. In the north, a stone staircase descends. Now,
Alex is going to invisibly fly after him.
Also, below, you see a hunched figure. Something over here, skulking about in the shadow. It seems to have not noticed you.
I will send message back like, hey everybody, there's something over here. Let's keep it quiet. Maintain your business, but well,
And I think you have some sort of bonus to understand or figure out what regarding undead. If you want to give me like a history
do.
or an arcana to identify the creature.
Religion. Not that I have any of these, so
Sure.
what I'm actually giving is just a flat roll with advantage.
All right.
13.
So a 13 is enough to name a tomb dwarf type of undead.
I
They
assume it's friendly.
avoid the bright lights, and it seems that they can feed on the living spark of life. They can. This is also how they turn things into all undead. Kill it in this way, and will raise. They raise zombies.
Okay. Particularly tough. Like, how many zombies would I have to stack up before it was as hard as a white? I guess, like, on the spectrum of things you don't want to encounter, maybe on a scale of
Not
like
as tough. Not as tough as the shadow demon you just reached. Right, that shadow demon was just slightly more.
Okay.
Put that other one at a 4. This one.
All right. I will pull out my ragers.
Order for pickup.
Oh, you're not muted. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey Mario, we can hear you.
There we go.
I will pull out my ranger favorite enemy card of like 1 to 20.
Right.
Okay,
It
so
is. It's there. And we also have
Um,
Chippy, who is approaching behind you as you made your check. Chippy came up invisibly here.
I thought that was Alex.
Alex, invisibly. Can I give you a stealth on that?
She's gonna psychically like tell Wayne she's, hey, what are you doing? But yeah, okay.
It's minding its business for now. But
Azaka draws her bow, right?
we can definitely take it. Maybe it has. I mean, tomb dwarves, are they sapient? Like, does it have a language? Could I talk to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it might have information about what's around. Alternately, it might try to warn something. What say we kill it now, kill it later? All right, capture it now. All right.
Now.
All right, I will look her in the eye, draw my bow. She's got her bow drawn. On 3, we both ready in action, and then Gloria. This is like our second date, really.
Synchronized bow action. Go ahead and give me that. It hadn't noticed, so
right. So attack. Advantage.
Mm-hmm. Didn't go close.
As a bonus action, Alec will aid in Wayne's attack. He probably already has advantage, but whatever.
X rolls out. So with sharpshooter, that is a 19.
A 19. A 19 will do it. It is undead.
Oh yeah. So because of Alex's help, you get a D6 to add to either your 2 hit or your damage. your choice. Same damage you would have normally. Same damage type.
Beautiful. 28 piercing on the first shot. Magical piercing. Magic.
Magical piercing. Okay.
17 on the second, or 18 on the second shot.
That's a hit.
Force intact. All right. 30 on the second shot.
And that second one goes like clear through and it drops ragdolls to the
I'll hold
Okay.
for a second to see if anything comes after it.
You seem to not have anything else. No other response here thus far.
Then I'll. All right. Looks clear on this side. What do we want to do about that window? We want to leave it, explore and come back. Okay, breaking it and a bunch of whites.
I just kind of
Let's
tap on the
start-
glass or the crystal.
I'm happy with leaving it for now, but we can kill him if we want. I have no qualms about killing undead.
Right. I mean, I just I'm interested in if whatever's in that sarcophagus is something important. I mean, this whole place was designed to screw with adventurers, right? I don't think anything's actually buried in that sarcophagus. That's not like a king, right? This is Tomb of the Nine Gods, right? Okay, maybe
Yes,
something buried.
right.
I still, I'm still okay with exploring around and then coming back in case there's the more we find out about it, the less we're likely to get cursed.
Zach says we should at least check out this balcony in this room we're at. She starts, going along.
I will fly across.
Back by the glass window, Chippy's going to start exploring the grate where the water flows under, just kind of looking at it. Investigating.
Okay. Kind of has like a slow, lazy, muddy water pass. Okay, so on you make your way around, taking a look at the balcony, and you see that there are rooms that go off, stairs that go down, and there's another corridor that wraps around out of sight there that could possibly take you to the room on the window, possibly. And looking below, you see here a series of balconies below, right? We mentioned. And there are some bronze plaques on the wall. There's more detail to make out if you go below. And as the halls head off to the east, right? And there's a room to the east and a room to the north. And on the northwest, there's that corridor which you go back to the lagoon. I see a label, but not the thing the labels here. So, looking below on the balcony, you see that there is a bronze plaque affixed on the east wall. It is somewhat below, but there is common writing on it. If you went downstairs and checked it out, or flew down there, but take a better, closer look. Like here, but below.
I don't like to
No,
go
no.
anywhere the rogue hasn't cleared. But I will drop in the center midair just to get the clearance to be able to pick out the writing. Stay plenty far away.
Alright. Making sure to keep your distance, from both the ground and the wall there. You do see that there is this other writing, which is revealed here. Boop.
Ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god into darkness.
More of these writings.
We still have leftover junk writing from last time. Oh, speaking of which, could you pop up the one oh I've hold on, I have it at here.
The first one.
Yeah. Opposed, one
That
stands
was
between
on
them. That was to get the door open. In darkness it hides. Okay. Well, there we go. That was the shadow thing. Don the mask or be seen.
That has something to do with that room we didn't go in. I didn't see a mask, though. Maybe it's in the sarcophagus.
The tomb dwarf wasn't wearing a mask, was it?
The creature that you killed there,
Yeah. The thing we shot at.
the thing you shot dead. It is wearing a mask. It's
Okay.
a replica of the devil face at the entrance with the shadow
guess we
beam
should-
inside.
We should take it.
Hey,
I think so.
I will take it.
It's the mask.
Yeah, you want to work your way down there. You can fly down, but trap clearing, not my jam.
So you see that it kind of spreads out here. Again, I pointed out you have a room to the east, this to the north, this other north, then west, and then there are the stairs that take you into the for inside. And while we contemplate on how to continue, I will put our evening here to a close and leave our heroes investigating the tomb of the Night God. And hopefully you had a blast watching us play tonight. And if you liked it, hit like, subscribe to see some more. Hit up our Patreon to help us do it better next time. Until then, have a good game. Good night, everybody.